so now then, as we are continuing, now we are at part D. And so for part D, we have the intersection of X and Y. But notice again, we have this apostrophe, right? This is a very important element, okay? So the first thing that we do is we have to distribute this to here and to here before we do anything. So notice, and when you distribute, this is so important. Let me type it out here. When you, just going to put DIS, an apostrophe, the sign inside changes. All right, sign changes. So notice once we distributed the apostrophe, this now became a union. All right, and we're doing, hold on, am I missing something here? I am. Wow, okay, this is actually supposed to be yeah, it's everything's right, guys. Just forgot to write the Y there. All right, cool. So now then, as you can see, we distributed it. This now becomes Y, but this remains untouched because we don't distribute any apostrophe on this side. It was already as is, okay? And so then we redistribute. All right, this is what we've been given, and then we distribute this Y to both sides, and from there we solve. The intersection of nothing and nothing, it's nothing, right? And then the union of Y, not Y, and not Y, it's both the same thing. All right, so we can bring that down, and eventually this just equals to not Y, because it's the same thing. It's like 1 divided by 1, it's 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So here, X union, so it's really the same thing. We're just distributing. The sign on the inside changes, sign on the outside changes. Okay, and you remember your properties, very straightforward. Now we're at F. So this is tricky, but it's quite easy. So notice we have 3 apostrophes. And if you recall, these 2 can immediately cancel. Why? Because if you remember, this is on its own, it's just A. This is not A. All right? So everything that's not inside A. But the moment we put this inside, it returns to A. Okay? So here, we just left with 1. And then we're just going to we're not going to distribute that. Now this is the second important step. All right? The very important step that we need to address here is that if you recall from the first properties we did, once these signs are the same, union and union, okay? Remember for the previous ones, it was one was a union, the other one was an intersection. But the moment we have union and union, or intersection and intersection, the entire equation flips. Notice, notice, this is where it is, right? Notice it flips. The brackets change from one end to the other. Where we had A union, brackets of B union, not A, it switches to brackets A union B, union of not A. And from there, it's the usual. We distribute and we solve, okay? Quite easy. And so you'll see for G, we've done it here, but I've for the sake of time, I've just skipped the part where this equation, remember we distribute in this, and so that changes. I didn't write that, but anyway, do that, and then after that it'll give you, you should have this. What happens is it's going to give you something, and then once you flip it, remember, because the signs are the same, after you distribute this apostrophe, this sign will change, and you'll be left with 2 unions. This union will remain the same, this, and once you flip it, you'll get this, okay? Then once you distribute, you don't have to here, because it's already there. So the thing is also, you got to know marks. If it says 3 marks, it's only going to be 3 steps, like in this case. We don't have to distribute here. We can just go something, union of nothing, which is, well, not really nothing, something, and not something else. You know, when it's union, it's everything. When it's intersection, it's nothing from your properties, okay? And then the same goes for H. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.